Do you want to be number one? I'll be number two if you want. If you want to lead and I follow, that's completely fine with me in this particular circumstance. I am but a messenger and I have a message for you as always. I would stay until the end of the video if I were you, because there is something to learn about yourself through the acknowledgement of symbol that I will translate to you. So please hold on. The card I'm going to pull for you today, my friend, is the King of Wands. Yes, masculine, powerful, ambitious, driving, the leadership in that particular field. An incredibly masculine card. Arguably, if you saw this man in public, I would tell you, from a psychoanalysis standpoint, maybe he's overcompensating with that big phallic rod of his. Why does he need that? That's what I'd say, but let's not cast judgment. We're not here to cast judgment. The message today is you must take ownership and take action. Foundationally speaking, right, there's somewhat of a limitation we can do in this meat vessel of ours. So a lot of message comes down to quite simply taking action, as it's one of the most important components of staying young, staying youthful, energetic, developing oneself and acknowledging the movement and living within the present. Take action, be ambitious, be a leader in your own right, be a king in your own fashion. Do so in the way you want and don't be ashamed to do so. The king shows no shame when he takes action. He does so with pride, with acknowledgement. Albeit a heavy weight upon his shoulders, but there always will be when you put yourself first in relation to taking the path less taken. And that's what you need to do. It represents ambition, action, drive, power. Do it now. If you're building something, keep building it. If you need to build something, start building it. Okay? This isn't a feminine card. I'd allow you to kick back for a moment, have a moment to think. If it was the feminine card, if you wanted to create birth to an idea or a stimulation to your imagination or listen into your intuition, nah, none of that. We're talking primitive, knuckle dragging, stinky masculine energy here. Go forth, take action. Don't give it two thoughts. That's what the card represents. Now we're going to re-emphasize the message and approach it from a different lens and maybe give you a bit more food for thought as I pull a second card. Now what you need to do in the meantime, if you haven't done so, of course you need to subscribe to the channel, because as you give to me, you only get tenfold back. I do upload every day. And the message I have for you to re-emphasize that is this, as follows. The Hanged Man. Oh, is that a problem? He's not hanging by a flipping noose. Don't you worry about that. He's quite simply just observing things from a different angle. So this isn't the detriment the title of the card may influence you to believe. The Hanged Man is quite simply a man hanging upside down, and he has a separate and different and arguably subversive opinion in relation to how you might normally perceive things. So maybe if you're very caught up in your own mind, seeing the world through your own self, arguably maybe in a narcissistic way, in an egocentric way, and I know it's a hard pill to swallow, but we ourselves all walk around being the main character of our own lives, right? It's inevitable. We can't always be living through the worlds of other people, but maybe this is a message that maybe you should take a time to think about the world through somebody else's eyes. This is about taking action. Maybe you should take action through framing yourself and putting yourself in the boots and the shoes of somebody who is before you in this particular realm, in neuro-linguistic programming, NLP, a means of appropriately and successfully and beneficially applying psychology to your day-to-day in a very potent and applicable means. They say you want to frame yourself as someone else. You need to model yourself off of someone else who's already been there, done that, and been successful. Maybe that's the message. Maybe you want to be a gardener, but you've not got started gardening. So you go on YouTube and you find somewhere who's been and done that, and you've approached it from a different perspective, not one of your own where you've just been so selfish to think I don't need help, and so in doing so you kill 20 of your plants. You can bypass that by learning from others' mistakes and hearing from a professional in the field, but That doesn't happen until you take leadership and take action and you move forward and do what you genuinely want to do. Does this make sense? If it doesn't, yeah, I can't help you, in all honesty. But I wouldn't blame you if it doesn't make sense, because sometimes my accent comes on a bit strong. Where do you think I'm from? From Northern England. Some people say Scotland, some people say here, there and everywhere. Don't get too excited about that. But that's my message for today. Do something you want to do. Take action now, ASAP. Be kingly and righteous in your actions. I don't care if you're female. Be kingly and righteous regardless. Be powerful, overt and dominant in the means you approach things. And have a moment to think, how can I do this a bit different to the normal pattern I tend to find myself stuck in with? Be creative in that fashion. The affirmation of today is, I will do it. Leave it down in the comment section. Prove to yourself you can manifest your reality by taking the brain power to the physical material realm. Go do it.